Arresting officers in Darablanche trial flouted procedure, and public protector urges Zuma to consider serious action against Chikeka. From a news desk, I'm Lebo Changela. The arresting officers in the Eugene Darablanche murder trial flouted procedure in their police statements. In the statements taken under oath, the officers all agreed that it was Chris Mahlangu who alerted the police of the murder. But later, at least two of the officers say it was the teenage accused who had made the call. Chris Mahlangu and the teenage minor are on trial in the Circuit High Court in Ventersdorp Northwest. The right-wing leader was found bludgeoned to death on his farm over the Easter weekend last year. Kenneth Klein has the details.
After seeing the bloodied murder scene, the three officers started working on their statements. They commissioned the statements, making each other swear an oath. But this oath was taken before the statements were completed, another violation of procedure. Constable Solomon Lant made the concession during defense cross-examination. Lant backtracked, saying the statements were made at the scene, where earlier he said it was made at the station. The defense accused him of lying. The next witness, paramedic Robert van Heerden, was the first person to see Darablanche's battered body. Candice Klein, SABC News, Ventersdorp.
Public Protector Thuli Madonsela has asked President Jacob Zuma to consider serious action against Cooperative Governance Minister Sicelo Chikeka for breaching the Executive Ethics Code. The complaint against Chikeka includes spending more than 450,000 rands in state money for a private visit to his alleged girlfriend, who was kept in a jail in Switzerland. He also spent 640,000 rands in public money on accommodation for him and his immediate staff at the one and only hotel in Cape Town. 5 complaints made by the Joint Committee on Ethics and Members' Interest have been investigated by the Public Protector. Madonsela elaborates.
The overriding consideration in this and other investigations is that public power should always be exercised within the confines of the authority that grants that public power and in the public interest. Only then can we begin to move towards the ideal of an accountable state that operates with the highest level of integrity whilst being responsive to the needs of all its citizens and residents.
The KwaZulu-Natal Health Department is investigating claims that employees have been soliciting bribes from unemployed members of the public in exchange for jobs. Departmental spokesperson Chris Maxson says the initial investigation has revealed that bribes ranging between 3,500 rand to 10,000 rand have been paid in an effort to secure a post in the department. He says a staff member from St. Francis Hospital at Mahlabatini in the northern part of the province has already been dismissed for soliciting bribes.
There's quite a number of few cases where we received complaints from the general public. As a department, we have acted. There are 2 cases where people have lost their jobs. 1 case, a person resigned. We know of the recent case where another member of the public who was also posing as a nurse was also arrested recently at Mutuli. We then call on the general public to come forward with information so as a department can act against these acts of criminality.
And the father of a murdered 3-year-old boy in Gugule, 2 on the Cape Flats, says he has sleepless nights and blames himself for not being able to protect his child. Sydney Mavata was speaking at the funeral service of Atenko Sinkoni. The boy was killed and his body hidden in a suitcase last week. His throat was slit with a knife, allegedly by a neighbor. Hundreds of residents are attending the funeral. Mavata says he wants justice to take its course. A 20-year-old man has been charged for the murder and will again appear in court on Monday.